Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox the VicTsing 2.4Ghz 2400 DPI Wireless Mouse, take a close-up look and test it out. So let's go ahead and open up the box. Okay, so that's the box emptied out. Let's set that to one side. So the 2.4 GHz RF frequency mouse comes with a user manual. So it is a leaflet style user manual. So the mouse has a maximum DPI of 2400 and has 5 levels, starting from 800 up to its maximum 2400 in steps of 400 increments. So it goes from 800, 1200, 1600, 2000 and then 2400. So let's go ahead and take a close-up look at the mouse. So as you can see, it is in black with a variety of finishes. So it's a combination finish of a satin and gloss and matte finish. So very cool indeed with the different contrast finishes. And it does have 4 pads on the underside, or feet, to glide the mouse around. So very nicely styled mouse. And as you can see, there are buttons on the side. As well as the standard left and right mouse buttons, of course. And they have a very short travel with a nice crisp click feel. And the mouse wheel scrolls with a nice even notchiness to it. And that clicks as well. But there is no left or right tilt to it. And of course there is a DPI button aft of the mouse wheel, and that will change the sensitivity of the mouse instantly. And of course on the underside there is the optical sensor along with the Nano USB receiver, the 2.4 GHz radio frequency nano receiver, Okay, so let's set the nano receiver down and go ahead and open the battery compartment. So it does take a single AA battery, which is pretty cool because most optical mice require at least 2 batteries either 2 AAA batteries or 2 AA batteries. So it's quite interesting to see that it only requires just a single AA battery. And so let's go ahead and pop in a AA battery. So I have an Amazon Basics rechargeable AA battery. Let's go ahead and pop that into the battery compartment. So it is quite a tight fit indeed. There we go. And of course, let's go ahead and replace the battery cover, just like that. And interestingly, I'm not seeing any on-off switches, and the optical light has not come on. But that's just fine. And just to give you some perspective, with my hand on the mouse for a bit of sizing. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug in the Nano USB receiver into my Alienware M17X R3 laptop, which I have just on the side. Let's go ahead and do that. So let me just reposition the mouse and plug the Nano receiver into the laptop right there. So it has detected the USB receiver, and of course the mouse is not currently responding. So let me replace the rechargeable battery with another one and see how we go from there. Okay, there was a flash of light right there. Not quite sure what that was about. Perhaps the battery requires a bit of a charge. So let me put in a fresh rechargeable battery instead. And that's more like it. You can see the light flashing. So interestingly, I didn't realize that this was a clear button right at the top, the DPI Adjustment button. Of course, let's replace the battery cover right there. And now you can see that the mouse is responding. And let me reposition, move my hand up so you can see just to the side of the laptop screen right there. You can see the mouse moving. And let me move it a little bit more upwards so you can see the gesturing of my hand on the mouse right there. Okay, and let me just bring up the mouse once again. And show you the underside once again. And then replacing it right back down. And then the mouse responds quite nicely. And let's check out the DPI button. So we click or press on that top button right there, and you can see it flash right there. So there are 5 levels. And it's nice to see that the light will flash to indicate what level it is at. So there was a single red flash at that last press right there. And I'm just making little circular movements. Of course, I've just pressed it again, so that is a double flash. So I believe that's the second highest, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, we're basing all this on intuition and without reading the user manual, as one should, before any kind of use of any product, really. So I can feel the sensitivity increase as I'm requiring less effort to make the same circles. And now it should flash 4 times for the 4th level, which is 2000 DPI. So quite a smooth movement on the screen because this mouse actually does have a reasonably good polling rate. And finally, let's press it one last time to get it to its maximum 5 flashes, which is the 2400 DPI sensitivity. So it is at its highest sensitivity right now. And the mouse responds quite nicely. And I'm requiring very little effort at all in generating that circle movement on the screen. And if I press it right down, it will go right back down to the first level. And now I'm feeling that sluggish effort again, requiring quite a bit of effort to generate that circle. And obviously, I'm trying to push it, making it wider, yet it is not really reflecting that effort on the screen. So yes, that sensitivity has been decreased quite significantly compared to what I'm doing now. So now it is at either the 4th or 5th level, and now I can generate quite a large circular motion. So nice and responsive indeed, and right back down to the first setting. So it responds instantly based on the presses. So I pressed it 3 times, so it does step up 3 times right away without having to pause to register that resolution before I can change it again. So that's pretty good indeed. So that's the VicTsing 2.4 GHz 2400 DPI wireless mouse. Thanks for watching and happy clicking!